Either you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's a lot of fire energy here, a lot of water energy here too. Oop, I just realized we have temperance. Now, temperance doesn't always mean reconciliation. Sometimes it can be associated with Sagittarian energy, which is another fire sign, but it's ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which talks about expansion, new possibilities, new territory, new. Hello and welcome back to another video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, comments, DMs, pages, smoke signals, every single way that you show me love and support. I truly appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cheyenne. I am the face and founder of Soulful Soothe. Today's video, as the title suggests, is going to be a reading on the new moon in beautiful Leo energy. Now, how I normally do these readings, I pray first or do the invocation, just inviting spirit into this space so that we can connect on a more spiritual level, and then I'll pull cards. Not really sure which decks I'm gonna use today. We got a couple decks laid out, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's do the prayer and get into it. Thank you so much for this space and this time that we get to share. Thank you for the messages that you have for us. Thank you for the ways that you have protected and guided us on this path and on our journey thus far. We are so immensely grateful, especially for the protection and the community, the camaraderie, the fellowship. I ask that you would lower my ego, lower any of my own personal biases, so that I can be a clear channel and a clear vessel for your people, for everyone watching this video. I pray that everyone has something that they can take away from this video, even if it's just one thing, even if it's just 10 minutes of connecting with another human on the internet. With so much love in our hearts and gratitude on our lips, clarity in our mind, we say thank you. All right, so I've got both of the Moonology decks laid out. I felt like it would be kind of fun to do both of them. I'm going to start with the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. Both of them are by Yasmin Bloland, but the past couple of moon readings, I've been using this deck because I don't know, I love the original deck, but this newer deck, I don't know, it's just something about it. Maybe it's the guidebook and like all the extra details that she put into the deck. I'm not sure. But Spirit, what's tea for this new moon in Leo? What are we going to be dealing with? What can we expect? What's tea? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take those. Wow. We've got two Libra cards out. Okay, this is interesting. So the first two cards that came out were first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. Now, if you know anything about Leo energy, Leo obviously is known and gets like a bad rep for being like cocky, arrogant, boastful, braggadocious, just like in their power and very assertive. But what most people don't recognize and realize is that Leo energy is not only associated with the solar plexus, but also the heart chakra. So it's matters of the mind, matters of the heart. And I feel like that is a continuation of what I was channeling for a previous reading earlier this month. I'm not sure which one, but if y'all know or you remember me saying it, great. If you don't, that's great too. New moon in Libra, know that you are loved. And then we have the new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. And then the full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. So right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of newness. We have 2 new moon cards. So this is like you're on the brink of something. You're on the precipice of something happening. I'm getting a sense of lost faith or lost hope. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to cool down, pump the brakes. Oh, and I just realized I'm wearing green. Green is associated with the heart chakra, and that, you know, merges beautifully with that energy that I was just speaking on about, like keeping your heart open, about tapping into that energy. But back to what I was originally saying, I feel like Spirit is telling you just cool down, be a little patient, trust that all will happen for you as it should. Especially getting that with these 2 cards. Now, because 2 Libra cards came out, I'm getting the sense that this could be related to, and I really don't want to say it because I didn't want to be one of those readers who's always reading for love, but girl, I gotta say it. I'm getting the sense that somebody is like experiencing some impatience about a certain romantic situation. Like they really want things to happen like right now, right now, right now. Full moon in Aries. That card is screaming at me. It makes me think of the planet of Mars. That's the ruling planet of Aries, which is often associated with confrontation. This is why we associate crazy attitudes with Aries people, specifically Aries women, okay? People love to say like, oh, Aries is crazy, but what did you do to Aries? Okay, think about that. What did you do to them to cause them to react that way? Now, I'm not saying that you are responsible for anybody's actions, but what I'm saying is don't throw the rock and hide your hand. And I feel like that's a very specific message for someone there. Spirit, can you tell us more about this first quarter moon in Libra card? I'm hearing keep your options open. So something is happening, and it's not going to happen the way that you expected. It's not going to happen in the way that you planned for or the way that you hoped. Okay, you literally cannot make this shit up. Okay. So this deck is the OG Moonology deck. And what we got out is new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. What did I say? This new moon, you can expect some sort of healing, some sort of reconciliation with a previous love interest, someone that you could have been involved with. Like y'all could have been full on dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever label you want to put on it. Or this could have been just like a situationship. But I'm getting the sense, I'm getting the sense that the scales are going to be balanced. I'm also picking up on some Lilith energy. Now, I might have to do a whole other video on what is Lilith energy and what does that mean for the divine feminine. It's another feminine archetype. But Lilith, to me, she's a seductress. And not seductress in like a nasty sense. She's learned her lessons and integrated the light and the dark beautifully. And she's not stuck on just one iteration or one possibility of something happening. She's open to however it happens because she knows it just has to happen for her. Now, we got another full moon in Aries card, believe it or not. A fiery climax approaches. So you could be having some real spicy sex with this person, or this situation is going to shift in a way that you could not have ever imagined. Like, it's almost like a tiptoe dance. I'm seeing like, not teetering, but like, yeah, like tiptoes, like going a little bit and then staying still, and then going a little bit again and then staying still, and then going. Balance spirituality and practicality, new moon in Pisces. So there may be some delusion about this connection. So you might want to be careful of that. Like, don't hold on to any attachments on how things have to work out for this one relationship with this one specific person. I get the sense that you and this person, y'all are currently in like a faux separation. Like, you're not together, but you're not really apart either. There's still some tethering, whether that's a soul tie or you just still see this person or you still talk to them. But with this balanced spirituality and practicality, this is calling you to rein in those emotions and to not be so focused on the labels that we created, the labels that we often attach to divine connections like twin flame, soulmate, karmic, whatever. Don't attach to those things. Just accept what's in front of you and move forward from there. Now, I want a little bit more clarity, Spirit, on this new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. What does that mean? What does that mean for the person that I'm reading for right now? Trust all will be well. I'm seeing somebody laying down, like literally taking a rest. You see how I just dropped those cards? It's like drop it. Drop the situation. Not drop your hope for anything to pop off or drop your anticipation. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is practice the art of non-attachment. And what I mean by that is not holding on to a specific outcome or a specific way of something happening. Yes, think about the different avenues and the different possibilities, but don't be so like overly excited about one specific possibility that you can't see the big picture. And yes, I do need to go get a wax, but I'm gonna pause for a second and talk about this top. This has been the best Lululemon dupe that I've ever found. I'm gonna link this in my Amazon storefront because everybody needs this top, like literally everybody. All right, let me put my hair up again because this is getting juicy. This is getting real juicy, girl. Like, what do you have going on? What are you doing? I get the sense that you have been resting or you're about to enter into a period of rest. Like, ooh, I'm also picking up on like a move, like your physical location surroundings changing. And this change allowing peace. I love when this happens. Okay, sorry. I hope that you don't have AirPods in or anything in your ears. I hope I'm not blurring your eardrums out. But what came out is hold your vision, fixed moon. So this is clarifying the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. So this is Spirit telling you, you don't need to change your plan. You don't need to change any ideas. You don't need to change the way that you're doing anything. What you're doing right now is already great. You're healing. You're working on yourself. You're journaling. You're going to therapy. You're talking to your friends. You're working it out. You are petitioning the throne. You're going to the throne of grace. You're asking for Spirit for guidance. You're asking your spirit team. You're venerating your ancestors. You're doing all the work. You're doing beautifully. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working. When you plant a seed, the tree does not blossom today. That's what I'm hearing. Now, full moon in Aries. Spirit, what is this about cool your emotions? Why we gotta cool down? Like, why? We don't want to. Okay. 3 cards popped out. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Remember what I said. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen in an unexpected way. This is going to be something that you've been wanting for quite some time, but you've not really been sure how God is going to work it out. It's going to be worked out, okay? Trust and believe, honey, it's going to be worked out. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. So there's a lot of transition happening here. Not only do we have a lot of full and new moon cards, we also have rare moons. The blue moon is one of the most rarest moon out there. This is the planets, the stars, everything coming into alignment for you right now. Now, I'm not saying that, you're going to walk outside and this new partner is going to appear or nothing like that. Or you're going to walk outside or you're going to be, going to bed. Sorry if y'all can hear my stomach. I'm doing a juice cleanse right now, which probably is why I'm so spicy. But yeah, so it's going to happen in a very unexpected way. The signs and the synchronicities between you and this person, the divine spiritual connection that you have with this person, that this new romantic cycle is beginning with, it's unlike anything you've ever experienced. And I'm talking about somebody that you just, possibly been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back. Like y'all have been on and off again for some time. Now, I'm not saying I condone toxicity. I'm not saying that I condone relationships that look like that, because I've had my share of relationships where we done broke up and got back together and broke up and got back together and broke up. I did that for 5 years with one of my partners. Never the fuck again. Okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so let's talk about it. The mutable moon. I often associate that with Cancerian, Piscean, and Scorpion energy, because those are the water signs. But more importantly, it speaks to mutable signs. So Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, those are the mutable signs. And the fixed signs associated with the fixed moon, I want to say, actually, let's look to the book and see what the book says. Because I want to say fixed energy is, I'm picking up on Taurus, because I know it, but for whatever reason right now, all I'm getting is Taurus energy. But let's see what the book got to say. This is juicy. I hope y'all are enjoying it so far. See, I done crossed my legs and got real cozy. Real cozy. Where is it? What? Fixed moon. Well, maybe if I looked at the table of contents, that would help, instead of just blundering through the entire book. Am I looking in the right book? Oh, okay. Okay, fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second is very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? Taurus energy. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want to change things, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon. Yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Like, just say yes over and over. Yes. Practice accepting offers. Practice accepting goodness. Practice accepting ease and flow and just beauty in your life. Practice it. Like, practice being confident. This new moon in Leo is going to light us the fuck up, okay? It's us being unapologetic about our desires and what we know that we deserve. It's us being steadfast in our pursuit of endeavors. It's us being stubborn, but with a cause. Okay, I want to get some tarot to see, because I really feel like those are two separate situations. The fixed moon with all will be well. These two cards, this is one situation. And these, how many is it? These four cards with the mutable moon, those are two separate situations, but I feel that it's all connected, and the common thread is you. So let's see. Spirit, can you give us some tea on this Libra energy? So obviously it has to do with your relationships, right? But I don't get the sense that this is all about romantic relationships, okay? Because, you know, I get tired of talking about love all the damn time. Where's my money? Where's my fucking money? And as I'm saying that, y'all, you literally can't make this shit up. So, okay. Ace of Pentacles. Where's my money? Where's my money? So for some of you, well, let me get through the cards. Ace of Pentacles, Temperance. For some of you, this is a new beginning with a twin flame, soulmate, whatever label you want to put on it, okay? I'm not here to tell you what type of relationship you got going on. And whatever word you want to use, that's fine with you. But more importantly, we have Ten of Swords and the World. This is what I was speaking to about those cycles. So with so many new moon cards on the play and so many full moon cards, this is major transition, major shifts happening. Excuse me. And it's like things are ending and you're walking into new beginning. Spirit, can you give us more information on this Hold Your Vision card? Can you give us more information on this? If I could stop dropping the cards, that would be great. Okay, yeah. King of Wands, Hold Your Vision. So whatever you're doing for that situation is working. Not the love situation, but the situation that you've been overly worrying about. I just keep seeing it in somebody like lay down and taking a rest. It's you allowing yourself to rest because you know that all will be well. You know that you're divinely protected, divinely guided, and very well supported. Like not just by the divine, but by the people that the divine has placed in your life. The people that have come across your path. Like you are very well taken care of. You may not feel that way all the time, but you are. There are people who love you and support you and will show up for you the way that you show up for others and the way that you have shown up for others. This King of Wands is not... This King of Wands is not like, okay, he's not a busybody. He's intentional and he's passionate. He sees what he wants and he goes after it. But not in a starving sense, not out of desperation, but from a place of preparation. So, if this is relating to love, you are, looking at this former partner and you're like, I want you to come on and get it together. Do you have it together? Focus on that. And that's what we need to be focused on. And so I'm getting the sense that it's not really anything that you need to change or switch up or reflect on. Like you've already done that. It's maintenance at this point. It's you maintaining the work and the labor that you've already put into your healing journey. Okay, I'm going to clarify this last group of cards and then we're going to wrap. Because I really don't want this video to be too long. Mainly because I've been having a lot of laptop and phone issues. And I just really want this video to get out for you guys. I love you so much. If I could stop dropping the cards, that would be great. But okay. What do we have here? Page of Wands. Wow. All this fire energy. Okay, so the Page of Wands is ultimately clarifying the cool your emotions. So I'm getting the sense that like Either you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's a lot of fire energy here. A lot of water energy here too. Oop, I just realized we have Temperance. Now, Temperance doesn't always mean reconciliation. Sometimes it can be associated with Sagittarian energy, which is another fire sign, but it's ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which talks about expansion, new possibilities, new territory, new. And with Page of Wands clarifying the Cool Your Emotions card, Spirit is saying, okay, you're being a brat. You're being a brat. And you just need to calm down. Because you're going to get everything that you want. You're going to get what you deserve. You're going to be taken care of. It may not be the way that you want it to be. And it may not be coming to you the way that you thought it would. But it's coming. Just chill out. Chill out. Nothing is yet set in stone. Believe in the impossible, because it's going to happen for you in a way that you could not have ever imagined. It's going to be something very auspicious. I heard it's like you walk in a store and you're wearing a t-shirt of your brand and someone strikes up a conversation, or you just so happen to be at a mixer and you really hit it off with someone. That give you their business card, and you look down at their title and it's the exact title of the person that you need to be talking to about your business. It's just happening for you in a very unexpected way. It's something that you could not have orchestrated in a more perfect way. Why? Because the divine has stepped in and the divine has orchestrated this and allowed for this to happen for you. But what you need to do is calm the fuck down. That's what you need to do. I'm still getting used to like having a ring light. Like, I don't like seeing it in my glasses, but I can't see without my glasses. Yeah. Okay, we have the 7 of Coins in reverse. And I'm curious, what's on the bottom of the deck? The Knight of Swords. Ooh. So yeah, this is you like not taking any action towards something because the divine has it. Like, if you try to interfere, I get the sense that it's going to backfire on you. So if this is related to love, I know I keep going back to love, even though I said I don't really like talking about it, but what did I pray? At the beginning, I prayed that my own personal bias would be mitigated so that I could be a clear channel, right? And so if this is related to love, if you're the divine feminine watching this and you're like, I know you're my divine masculine, you just need to get it together, girl. Like, I just need, like, stop texting a man. It's giving desperate tilapia when you know you're mahi-mahi. You know you salmon. You know you halibut, okay? Be in your Empress energy, accepting, receiving, allowing things to be. I'm not saying be cold-hearted and nonchalant, but at the same time, you have to realize that your nurturing energy should not be squandered. And so you constantly feeding into being breadcrumbed, you constantly feeding into the situationship, you constantly doing those things without standing in your truth and requesting what you deserve, that it's a wrap for that shit. And this new moon in Leo is ushering in this energy of, I have explored my heart and I know that the desires of my heart are pure. I know that what I'm asking for, I am able to reciprocate. And if you are not willing to show up for me in that way, that's fine. Someone else will. And until then, I'm perfectly content pouring into my own cup. I'm perfectly content healing in my own little corner. I'm perfectly content being with myself, sitting with myself, and not accepting just little itty bitty shit just because, oh, I want to be in his presence and I want to do. Time is out for that shit. Now, we do have 3 cards on the floor. I'm going to pick those up and see. But what my intuition is telling me right off rip is that it confirms what I was saying about, like, if you keep trying to force, if you keep trying to push, and if you keep accepting and falling for the okie doke, it's going to backfire. But let's humor me and wait to see what these cards are. Okay, the 3 cards are, drum roll please. Actually, it is 3 cards. Damn, I was going to say it's 4 cards. Woo! The Hermit. I am perfectly content with being by myself, watering my own flowers, pouring into my own cup, learning more about myself, crawling into my heart space, busting that heart chakra wide the fuck open, and balancing that shit out. Death. There's some type of cycle that's ending so a new one can begin. And yes, I know I said reconciliation. That doesn't necessarily mean reunion. It just means, when I say reconciliation, I mean you and another person come to an agreement. You have some sort of mutual understanding. It doesn't mean that you are okay with what happened, or you condone what happened, or you condone any behavior. It's just you saying, okay, this is what you did and this is how it affected me. And the other person saying, like, yeah, I did that. It was fucked up. And there doesn't have to be like a getting back together. It can just be you both acknowledging what happened and coming to peace with that. And as I say that, the Justice card, it was in reverse, but I'm not going to take the reversal today. I'm not feeling it. This is also Libra energy. You see the scales? And then I'm also drawn to the fact that we have this sword here. And then we have Knight of Swords. Wow. Underneath Knight of Swords was Page of Swords in reverse. So we've got 2 pages. Interesting. Is there a baby on the way? I don't want to say that too loud because normally when I say that, it really be happening. Like I have a girlfriend. I've predicted 2 of her pregnancies unintentionally. But anywho, when I saw the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck again, I heard Sword of Truth. So it's, again, you having this realization and y'all both coming to some sort of mutual understanding about the way things are, the way things happen, and moving forward from that. You don't have to continue to be on this cycle of like, oh, we kind of together, but we kind of not. Like, we're not really together. We just kind of do that. You don't have to accept that, and you don't have to be in that energy. I keep going back to that because that's all I got. What else? Ooh! Hierophant in reverse. And another 10. 10 of Pentacles. So when you stop fooling around and accepting like, oh, they doing things unconventional, and that's not to say that I'm against unconventional paths. Obviously, I've taken a somewhat unconventional path in life. However, once you stop accepting the excuses for this person's behavior, or once you stop, once you accept responsibility for the part that you've played in the situation, and on top of that, once you stop looking at things from this sense of like, oh, well, this is just us, and this is how we've done things, and this is how I do it, or this is my situation, it's personal to me. Like, yes, to some extent that's true, but there's nothing new under the sun. You know, this is why when you go to your grandma or your mama and you say, this is what so-and-so did, and they're like, oh, well, they're going to da-da-da-da-da. They're not saying that because they're wanting to project. They're saying that because they've lived long enough and they've been able to see that this is what happens time and time again. Now, I'm all for standing your ground and saying like, yes, I know that this is my personal situation, but at some point you have to consider, if multiple people in your circle are telling you the same thing over and over again, like, you'd be a fool to not listen. You'd be a fool to not listen. And this 10 of Pentacles with the Hierophant, I'm getting two storylines. So this could be you achieving stability. Oh! And that's the T. One is you achieving stability in a very unconventional way. But two is this Hierophant in reverse is confirming to me what I was saying about the blue moon. You know, like when the old folks say like, this happens once in a blue moon, or da da da, like something like that. Like, it's something so rare. It's something that you could not have planned because the divine has it in his hands. And that's the reading. That's the reading. So I hope that this message resonated. I hope that it was, beneficial for you in some type of way. I will put my information in the description box if you want a personal reading, because this is just a very general reading, not discrediting it, but when I'm reading for multiple people, it's hard to hone in on one specific person's energy and their situation, what they got going on, unless spirit directly gives me that nudge or that inkling. But otherwise, yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to, just release all the videos and all the content that I have planned for y'all. This summer is lit. Like, it's almost over, which is wild, but this summer is about to be so lit. The rest of the summer is going to be lit. Like, shit's about to pop off, okay? So, sending you so much love. I hope that this new moon in Leo is going to be a good one for you. And I will catch you on the next video. Ciao.